just so she can see.
There we go. Alright, it's time to play the whatever game. Have you ever been involved in a life or death situation? A medical emergency where the seconds mattered? The following sources have helped me out on this speech. As you can see, it's a variety of different athletic websites. And my name is Jimbo. Today I'm going to be talking about a persuasive speech, more importantly the problem and solution format, where the problem is, in Houston Aeros games, athletic trainer, most importantly the athletic trainer, doesn't wait till the injury to put on his athletic gloves, latex gloves, rather than putting on his medical latex gloves before and during the game. The solution is one of creating awareness by spreading the word and sending emails to the owner and the front office, forcing a change. Today, I'm going to start out discussing this problem in its entirety. There are many methods of standards to Houston Aeros games that can be practiced. One of those rules that I'm going to talk about today is just the use of latex gloves. How the athletic trainer should put his latex gloves on before the game starts, rather than as soon as the injury starts, to prolong or to prevent the delayed response. From the AHL.com says that the Houston Aeros played 76 games in 2012. My intern stint was over the course of 8 games last semester. Throughout those 8 games, I saw 7 injuries, 2 of which required medical attention. Medical attention where blood was the main factor. This problem is substantial. It's a life or death situation. It's a player's life, and it's nothing to be taken in a joking matter. The 2 examples that I want to talk about real quickly are one of which I witnessed during my intern this past semester, and one of which I came across a couple of years back. The first one, there was a player this past spring who lost his balance and actually slid into the goal, and he had a face shield, and he slid into the goal that's roughly steel, pure metal, probably that thick, and his face shield hit the goal, slashing his eyebrow just above his eye, and blood was profusely pouring down his face and everything, and of course the athletic trainer comes, putting on his athletic medical latex gloves, and then requiring and obtaining medical attention. The second one is one where, once again, the guy lost his balance, and he was close to the ground, on ground level, laying flat, and another player accidentally, his blade from his skate actually cut the guy's neck kind of right in half. And of course, being a major artery and everything, medical attention was immediately required. According to CBSSports.com, the NHL, just in 2012 alone, had 170 injuries that required medical attention. Hockey'sFuture.com, Boris Minov quoted, "I just taped 4 Tylenols to it," regarding to his ankle. So obviously injuries are prevalent in the NHL. In that story I just told you about the player crashing into the goal, he later required 27 stitches, and it wasn't anything to take by joke. And so when looking at this problem, it obviously affects the players. Players just like Nashville's Predators' Andy Limback, who had to retire because of his concussions. This guy, he had a prolific career, and his career had to come to an end just because of an injury. Just injuries can cost players' careers. So as you can see, it's apparent for the athletic trainer to wear these latex medical gloves during the game, and thus put them on before the game. HockeyQuotesBlogspot.com had Duncan Smith from the Abbotsford's Heat quoting, "My teeth weren't that good to begin with, so hopefully I can get some better ones." This guy, he was a character. Obviously, he didn't have very good teeth, so if they got knocked out during a game, he didn't really care if he got hurt because he'd just get new ones. In a phone interview from Captain John DeSalvatore from the Houston Aeros, he described an injury. He couldn't recall exactly since it happened so long ago, but he described an injury where medical help administered earlier could have prevented a more serious injury. So as you can see, there's an aspect of medical care that needs to be involved. So now I've talked about the problem, so now let's go on to the solution. The solution is quite simple. We can bring awareness and bring change. One thing that we can do is spread the word and bring emails to the front office and the owner. Everyone has 5 minutes in their day. Sending an email is quite feasible and an easy task to do. Everyone, like I said, everyone has 5 minutes of their day. After a couple emails I've sent, we can expect to see a change. Other uses of, doing an email and expecting change is, rallying against your local congressman, whether it's a local law or, even governing to a congressman in Austin. Big crowds, protests. I'm not saying we can protest, but I'm saying we can spread the word and use it throughout the use of emails. And the Astros start their season September 24th. And on this day, I expect the athletic trainer to have gloves on before the game starts. So as you can see, there is a problem and a very simple solution. The problem, like I've mentioned, time and time out, is that the athletic trainer waits to put his latex medical gloves on as soon as the injury happens, rather than putting his gloves on before the game, having them readily accessible. The solution? Spread the word. Send an email. It's not that hard. Everyone has 5 minutes of their time. Just send an email to the front office or the owner of the Houston Aeros. So the next time I go see a game next year, or whether you see a game next year, hopefully we can see a change. But that change can come through emails. Don't forget to send the emails. Thank you.